Academic research is intense and demanding. It requires a great deal of energy, effort, and committed action. And it also requires rest and recovery. So this week in our co-working community, the Academic Writer Space, our theme for the week is rest and recovery. And in our writing retreats this week, we have 24 sessions coming up this week. If you're coming to co-work with us, here are some things to think about. These are, of course, also things you can think about in your life just generally, which is, how are you caring for yourself? How are you giving yourself space and time to rest, recover, decompress, unwind, connect with other people, connect with yourself, and regulate your nervous system? How is that happening in more of a macro way? What are the kinds of things that you're doing with friends, with family, your own time for maybe your own movement practice, or your own meditation practice, or time in nature, time with certain people, whatever it is that really does help you feel like you get to come home to yourself, remember that you have a body, move out of that more fight or flight, rushing, hustling, getting things done, and be like, hello, how are you? Checking in with myself and giving yourself a chance to actually take pleasure in life, take pleasure in our relationships, take pleasure in our own experience of being human, so that we can receive, in a sense, the nourishment and hydration that time away from our work can provide, so that we can come back to our work better nourished, better energized, we're ready to engage with our work because we have actually rejuvenated ourselves. That is necessary. We would not expect elite athletes to always be training, stretching, nutrition, sleep, massage, resting is vital to their ability to perform at a really high level. We also want to think about rest and recovery in more micro ways, little ways, because sometimes when we're in academia, it's really easy to just feel strongly and to be frankly convinced that you do not have time for rest and recovery, to not feel like you deserve it, to feel like you always need to be performing and getting something done, and to feel like that you're going to harm your ability to meet deadlines or your progress if you do take time off. So let's start small. Let's start with a commitment to pausing. So pausing and noticing is a really simple way that we can rest and recover and easily weave that in to little moments throughout the day. And it can look like this. Oh, how are you doing? How are you? Just a moment of checking in. You're stepping out of all the doing and the hustling and the moving and getting things done and crossing things off the to-do list into, how am I? What am I feeling? What's it like to feel those things? What condition am I in? This is where you're scanning yourself on the inside and noticing the quality of your thinking, your emotions, and the sensations in your body, and being honest with yourself about, the condition I showed up in, for example, is kind of resistant and is not that compatible with what I'm trying to do. I'm so glad I'm aware of that. Resting and recovering can be these little moments of tuning in and checking in and noticing, how am I? This is free. This is something that you can always do. And then when we know what condition we're in and how that is or is not compatible with what we're trying to do, then we can make adjustments. Either do things to support ourselves and help ourselves become more compatible with the task, or to change the task because the task just isn't compatible with the version of us who showed up, and we're limited in our ability to shift anything in our being. So I am excited to talk with you about rest and recovery, about doing things like taking walks and observing the movement in nature, because nature has a lot to teach us, by the way, about our own internal pacing, taking technology breaks. It's really hard to rest and unwind when we're constantly connected, when we aren't able to drop into ourselves because we're always out here in a phone or on the computer or over engaging with our work. And remember, rest and recovery is vital. It is vital to your work performance. And if you've not been performing in a way that you're finding satisfying, a place to look is, how much meaningful rest and recovery am I getting? Am I getting, in a sense, the nourishment and hydration I need to be able to show up and do intense and demanding academic work? I am looking forward to co-working with all of you And again, my name's Allison Miller. I'm the founder of the Academic Writer Space. It is my greatest joy to co-work with academics and support them in working in a way that truly works for them, that produces results, helps you make progress reliably, and feel like your well-being is a priority and that you are actively caring for yourself. You know how to support yourself through a challenging academic journey. All right, see you all on Zoom this week. Thanks, everybody.